What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Chapter 6 Mission 5 Heroic Battle. This is the one that has been requested more than any others, and I kind of wish I would have skipped to it first, but I still hope it's not too late to help out many of you. Now, the video that you're about to watch is my first time beating this, but I do want to note that there is more than one way to beat this heroic. Throughout the video, I'm going to try to walk you through the multiple techniques that you can use to win this one. First off, in my experience, one of the problems that I had in the beginning had to do with the fact that I had the Walking Armory A-ISO equipped. The loaded augmented ISO weight causes Walking Armory to grant the class benefit for the selected class, but it gains a cooldown. This was a problem because throughout the battle, the Hood will use Dark Metamorphosis and he'll switch classes. Since your A-ISO gives your Walking Armory a cooldown, you won't be able to switch in response. That basically negates one of the easiest ways to deal with the Hood, and that's to react to his class change by choosing his counter class. Another important thing that you will want to use is the Recovering Empowered ISO weight. This grants Soothing Rest. It causes recharge to restore some HP. By the way, this E-ISO works for both techniques that I'm going to tell you about, but it probably helps out even more for the Scrapper technique. In part, I stumbled over this method on accident. I didn't realize that the Hood was going to be anything other than his Infiltrator class, so I started out by using our Walking Armory and then choosing the Scrapper class. Not only will you get a follow-up attack on an Infiltrator, you also gain the passive attack buff Eye for an Eye. Eye for an Eye causes Punisher to counter melee attacks with a knife attack, and he will counter ranged attacks with a Tangler Grenade. The knife attack causes bleeding and ravaged, and the Tangler Grenade causes webbed and stun. So this comes in extremely handy and you'll keep counterattacking every time the enemies attack you. Then at your discretion you can keep recharging to restore health with Soothing Rest. With this method you're basically relying on counterattacks and healing. Oh, and you can always switch to Tactician, then attack a blaster, whether it be the Hood or the top target. This allows you to get that attack in, and then still switch to a Scrapper class with that extra turn. Then the other technique is to switch to the Hood's counter class pretty much the entire battle. It's all pretty much reactionary to whatever the Hood changes to. This is kind of what I've been doing in this battle, but I have to say this attempt is pretty messy. This can certainly go a lot smoother, but at the same time I have to say this is the first time I defeated him. The best part about this video is it does illustrate the power that your recharge will have. For the most part, you can regen enough health that the Hood won't be able to outdamage your healing. At least that goes for the Hood by himself, so you may need to take out his two minions first. Now, as you can see, we were down to 1300 HP, then we got to 3000, and now after this recharge, we'll be over 4000 health. Then for the end of this fight, and because the Hood changed to an Infiltrator, I'm now going to show you part of that Scrapper technique. Alright, so first we need to use the Walking Armory, and we'll switch to Scrapper. Then I'm going to use a Tangler Grenade on the Hood. This is going to stun him and give us a follow-up attack, so we also place Bleeding and Ravaged. After he skips his turn because he was stunned, we'll go ahead and use our level 1 once again. The damage from this attack coupled with his bleeding is going to be enough to finish the Hood. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the roulette and its brand new empowered ISO weight. I'll say right now it's pretty decent and it's going to remind you a lot of Mockingbird. On the roulette you can also win 1 command point, 5 command points, and 10. So this is a pretty good wheel and hopefully we do win that E-ISO. The name of it is the Prepared Empowered ISO weight and it grants Punisher Real Combat. When attacked, preemptively changes class to the attacker's counter class. But this is not triggered by counterattacks. Now let's give it a spin and see what we get. I of course want the E-ISO, but I would take 5 or 10 command points. But of course we get 1 CP, which is definitely the norm. Alright, so that's going to be it for this heroic battle, and we have one more remaining in Chapter 6. That video will be out later tonight, but it's probably going to be really late. I do apologize for that, but I have a birthday party that I have to go to. I really hope that this video does help you to complete this heroic. Lastly, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care.